I'm going on vacation in a little bit and I feel like I don't have anything to wear. Especially since the vacation spot is somewhere warmer, but it's still going to be spring-like. I thrifted this fabric a while ago. It's an old curtain and it has these dainty ducks on top. I decided to go with pads again. In my head it was a lot more fabric, so it's not actually that much fabric, so I think I will start with the pants. I realized that I have a problem because the ducks go this way, but the pants pattern only fits this way. So either I do kind of like a patchwork pants, so I do a seam line in between at the knees, or the ducks swim upwards. Is that fun or is it just weird? That's the question always. The ducks are going to swim upstream, so up my legs.
By far the most exhausting part about these pants were the little strings that I wanted to go on the outside of the pants. Because they were so much detail work, I had to press them and then sew them and then press them again, and I needed 2 for each bow, and that meant that I needed around 20 strings, which just was a lot of work. I just pinned them on and sew them on the pants outside, of course. Obviously I needed a little coffee break, so here's my beautiful coffee, just sharing this with you. And then I continued with the waistband. I just left a little hole in the waistband and then threaded the elastic band through the waistband with a safety pin. Okay, on to the next piece. This beautiful green table runner was something that I saw and loved right away. It was green on one side and white on the other side, and both sides were super beautiful. So I wanted to make a piece that I could turn inside out and wear both sides, sometimes the green, sometimes the white. So I decided to make a little vest out of it. Nothing fancy with pockets or anything because there was not that much fabric, but just a nice little summer vest. Okay, so this was the first attempt. This was obviously way too small. I'm trying it on for you in a second, but as you can tell, I tried to sew it in a way where on the green side you would see the little fringes, and then on the white side it would be a clean seam, just so I could be able to wear both sides. And because it was too small, I just added a piece that was also white on one side and green on the other side out of some fabric scraps, and added that between the back and the front. This is not the finished product, don't worry, in the end you will see the finished product. This was just for me to try on and see if it was big enough, and it was. Still a little tight, but I can make it work. And then on to the third and last piece. I picked up this beautiful pink structured fabric. I don't know what it was, probably also a table runner of some sorts. And because there was very little fabric, even too little to make a small top or something like that out of it, I decided to use some other scraps that I had left over, and I really liked this color combo of pink and rusty red, and also the velvet and the structured pink was really cute. So then I changed my thread and made a patchwork pattern that was kind of like a checkered. This was my inspiration of the pattern that I wanted to make out of this patchwork fabric. I think that this could look super fun over a white summer dress. I think that this just adds something funky and fun.
Making me hate you, probably think it's painful. harmful, but really I'm grateful. I think I've seen this before. This is the part where you say you want me to. I say I love you, then you go act a fool.
For the pattern, I used the pattern of a blouse that I really liked, but I actually only needed sleeves and then kind of like a quarter of a sweater. So in my first try on, this was way too long. It just looked like an oddly cropped sweater, so I decided to shorten it even more. And I still was not really sure about the fringes, but for now I kept them on.
It's a couple of days later. I was a little bit silent in this video. I just didn't really have the space to just talk to you. But today I have a little bit more time and space to just be by myself and talk to you guys, which is why I'm going to finish this beauty and also the vest. Let's start with this one. I'm starting with the neckline.
Okay, now that we are done with this one, let's go back to the vest because it needs some final touches. First, I decided to make the vest a little bit wider even with a white fabric that I still had laying around. This way, on the white side, it would just blend in nicely, and on the green side, I liked the white accent, so I added this white fabric in the middle, and then I just cleaned any cut such as the arm openings and also the opening in the middle, as well as the back piece with this white band. Okay, so are you ready for the results? Remember what this was before?
I ain't got a single damn left to make, 'cause I'm tired of